What's up, Pisces? Fatih the Afghan Mystic here. I'm a sleepy girl in a sleepy world. Whatever that means. This is your Aries new moon reading. I just started to like zone out and get lost in the sauce. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Let me just take a nap on camera. Weird. These readings are timeless whenever they find you, or when they're meant to find you. Does that make sense? Whatever this finds you is great. It doesn't have to be for the new moon. We're just doing these on the new moon, so whatever works. Clearly, that's where I'm at. So much for clarity. What message do we have for our Pisces at this time of this Aries new moon? Bitch is sleepy. Honestly, okay, queen. I love that. I love that. All right, any other final messages? Let me just make everything extra chaotic because that's what I do. All right, okay, great. Okay, great. Okay. Bingo bango. Her name. All right. Good luck to me figuring this out. I love that. Are those a I can't speak. Okay, I feel frazzled. I feel tired. I feel energized and tired all at the same time. I don't know what's going on. Typical Pisces fashion. I'm also a Pisces, so I get it. But let me try to not think about this while I read for you. So I love that we pulled the world first. Okay. 10, 21, 3. So we are in a new cycle. The world is our oyster. And it's all made with love. Okay, love is the highest vibration. And I feel like this guy is looking straight at the world right here. So he's like, well, I've got the world in my hands. You have the world in the palm of your hands. 21 is a 3. So it's positivity, collaboration, enlightenment, unity. I feel like it's support from the universe, from spirit, from your ancestors, from your guides. So I feel like at this time, we are supported divinely with so much love to continue to build ourselves up to where we want to go and where we want to be and what we want to do and get. I feel like we're about to reach the pinnacle, about to reach the point of expansion, of success, of stability, of security. Something is coming in for us that's changing. I got chills. I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control. All right. It's electrifying. Okay, Page of Wands energy, I feel like being grounded in different opportunities and different directions that are coming in, but it's looking head on. And Page of Wands is somebody who's usually a younger energy, a younger fire sign. So it could be somebody coming in with inspiration, with a message of an offer, possibly a student, them a student, you being a student. We are all students of life, right? Like maybe we're open to being inspired about learning something new or going in a new direction. It feels like, I don't know, I feel like of course we're divinely protected, but it's definitely feeling like we're grounded. We want to be grounded in that energy and to see, where this takes us and be open to different paths of like where we could be going. There's lots of red on this person's wardrobe, so I feel like definitely feeling more grounded, more stable, more sacred, more just like in your root chakra and sacral energy. So feeling more creative, more stable, more secure, and just like open to the roads ahead. We have 7 of Cups here, which is like, there are so many different options of things that you could choose, but of course they're not all going to be good, right? Like not all that glitters is gold. And so I feel like you're at a place where you have different opportunities being presented to you, or different like paths that you could go to, but it's really honing into what feels right and what makes the most sense. I don't know, I feel like at this time you're really going to be tapping into like listening to your gut, listening to your intuition, and following that joy and what actually feels right for you, and letting that lead you, as opposed to getting distracted by all the different scenarios, right? It's like they're handing the world to you on a silver platter, but they're not all, you know, the best options. So you have to choose wisely. Choose wisely. I don't like that. Knight of Swords energy coming in, feeling like, okay, he's not really moving just yet. I feel like we're waiting for that inspiration to hit. We're waiting for that messenger of clarity to come in. We're not quite there yet. It feels like at some point it will come in. It's just not in this specific moment, which is kind of a bummer to me, because I feel like slowly it has been coming in, but it has been taking its time. Like I personally have been getting like ideas and inspiration, and I've been writing things down, but like with all those things and all the ideas I have, it doesn't feel like the right time to like take that step forward or take that action, or it doesn't feel like one specific thing is clear yet. I think the biggest clarity and inspiration that I've gotten is to pop on here and to do these readings, and that felt good, that felt right, that felt like, okay, I have the energy, I have the time, this feels good, like this feels right, and this is the time to do it. But with everything else, it's like little sprinkles of information here and there. So I've been writing down my notes, I've been writing down my inspirations, and just kind of like getting creative, getting inspiration, and just like doing a little bit here and there, but nothing yet to just like charge forward with just yet. We have the Hierophant here, which is 5, a number of change also, but the Hierophant definitely, I think, represents divine wisdom, divine power, tradition, the way things are, the way things were. And it's kind of like, okay, we are trying to stay balanced in between, right? Like, where is the middle path of following tradition, or like being connected to your roots and that divine wisdom, but also like being in that middle path of like receiving that wisdom and using it for good, but also not teetering like to any extreme, like being in alignment, being in a clear place of connection. Ooh, that kind of tingled when I touched my third eye. Your third eye and crown chakra, being in connection and alignment with spirit to guide you down that middle path, so that you're not teetering, you know, to either extreme, whatever that extreme may be. I think there is a healthy medium, a healthy, you know, middle ground that we can go down. And it's just being very connected to source, being open to that clarity, to that guidance, maybe connecting with your ancestors, maybe looking up your history and traditions, and kind of like looking at the meanings behind things, as opposed to following things blindly. Even though with faith, like that's what faith is, right? It's just like following things blindly and like trusting in what you can't see. But I feel like, again, there's a healthy medium of at least understanding to some extent the trials, the tribulations, the trauma, the past, what our ancestors went through culturally, religiously, things like that. I don't know what that's all about, but I feel it. We have a moon in reverse. So I feel like if you're not in a place of following your intuition, if you've been feeling very disconnected, because the moon is Pisces, right? 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 9. That's coming to an end. Clarity. This is interesting because it's giving like clockwork energy. What time? What time is that? 6, 7, 8? This is giving like 7 o'clock. Or 12:35. What does 12:35 mean? I don't know. Look that up. But the moon in the resistance position, I feel like is not feeling in tune, not feeling aware, not feeling clear, not allowing yourself to be connected to your intuition like you normally are. I, as a Pisces, have also, like, of course, I'm somebody who's intuitive. Of course, you know, for the most part, I follow that. But I have definitely had challenges where it's been hard to, like, trust and have faith, to have that blind faith and trusting that things are working out. And I have days where I feel so good and I'm like, oh, I know that this is working. I know I'm on the right path. Like, I just have to keep following this. And then there are days where I'm just like, seriously, like, are we done yet? Like, is this even real? Is this even happening? Like, is anything even going on? Or am I just going to be stuck here forever, you know? But when the moon is in the upright position, the moon illuminates, right? The moon illuminates your path one step at a time as you need to see it. It does not illuminate everything all at once like the sun does, because you don't know. Like, if you're taking it step by step, you know, baby steps is steps forward. Maybe if you saw the big picture suddenly, like, you'd be like, oh, no way, there's no way I can do that, you know? So I feel like getting back into a place of connection with your intuition, with your sense of self, and trusting that your intuition will guide you. The moon does guide you and light up things along the path that, you know, are meant for you at that time. And it's also a 9. So a 9 is going to be endings and completion and getting to the end of the cycle. So maybe you're finally getting to the end of being in a place where you're not trusting yourself. Maybe you're finally letting go of, you know, believing everyone else and listening to what everyone else has to say and just like sitting with yourself. Wise is the man who keeps his own counsel, right? And I just came across that recently, and I do feel that that is true, because that's one of the biggest lessons that I've been learning is it's easy to like go out there and seek a reading or listen to what other people have to say, because sometimes it just sounds so much better coming out of someone else's mouth. But at the end of the day, your core, your gut, your intuition actually really knows truthfully what is right for you. It knows like what is real, what isn't, what you should trust, what you shouldn't. And I think now is the best time to really like tap back into that and reconnect fully into that energy, because that is what's going to help you. We have 8 of Pentacles here. 8 is perfecting your skills, working on something specific and really perfecting it, basically. And obviously, I don't believe that perfection exists, but can we do more work to get in tune with our intuition? Can we do more work to get better at art? Can we do more work and practice? Just like getting more practice in the thing that you're passionate about and where you put your energy, getting more practice and just continuing to build upon those skills. Because then you just have like, you know, so many things. You have so many skills. You have so many things that you can do with those skills. It's maybe not just one thing, but it could also just be one thing that you're perfecting that opens up the door to other opportunities. That's interesting. And then we have 4 of Pentacles in reverse on the bottom. So I don't know, for me, this feels like a good energy, because I feel like when you're in upright 4 of Pentacles, yeah, you're stable, you're secure, but you're also holding on really tightly. instead of being able to let go and let God, and to let go and make room for newer opportunities and different things to come in that could be better than what you have right now. So I feel like, yeah, you've built this city on rock and roll. Okay, you have built that security, you have built that foundation and that stability, but now it feels like it's time to let it go. Let it go, let it go. Okay. And trust me, I get it. It's hard because a bitch has been trying to build stability and security within the self for so long, and even my surroundings. But at the end of the day, that sense of security and stability comes from within you. Anything else that's outside of you, honestly, is just false. It's an illusion. It doesn't exist. So understanding that you have that foundation in your core, at your root, like you are that foundation, and making space and letting go of the things that no longer serve you, the things that kind of make you uncomfortable, so that you can be a little uncomfortable, to invite in new energy, to invite in new opportunities, and to do things differently. That feels good. That feels interesting. All right, lastly, Pisces, my beautiful Pisces. I hope any of this makes sense. I feel like I've just been rambling this whole time, but that's usually how I feel, because I don't know what's going on. Ramble on. Okay. What oracle message do we have for Pisces at this time? Close out this reading with a divine message, a clear message for Pisces with their oracle message. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What a day. What a life. A dollop of daisy. You know? You guys ever get stuck like replaying little bits of Schitt's Creek in your head? Where it was like, it must have been you. It should have been you. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. All right, come on, people. Can we get a final message for Pisces out here? My arms are tired. I need to eat something. Okay. Ask and you shall receive. Am I right? All right. My butt hurts. I'm tired. Okay. She was a fairy. She was a fairy. Yeah, I definitely have that too. There's so many on here. How are you supposed to know? Okay. Well, I'm going to go with these three because this just feels like a lot. Okay, I'm gonna go with these three because there's a lot in there, and this is already probably the longest reading in the series. 25. Eternal center, guru, protection, peace. There is a place within me, still, calm, steady, and eternal. And tell me this doesn't give ocean vibes. I'm literally like, what I'm playing in the background right now is like ocean waves. Obviously, we love the ocean, and we've been coming to a still place within ourselves. The fairy. Blessings flow, magical energy. Number 31. Darling, don't you remember? You're a badass. Keep winging it. Okay? So yeah, we don't always fucking know what's going on or why we're doing what we're doing. We just know that it feels right. And we can't explain that to others, so just keep doing what you're doing. 1919 on the clock, bitch. And lastly, 33. Find those who inspire you to bloom. Grow together. Community, connection, reciprocation. Bitch, I am looking for a new community, so somebody help me, okay? Because I've been exiled out of all the communities that I've been a part of in the last, I don't know, couple of years, just because we're not aligned and we're not on the same path, and that's become very clear. So I personally am searching for community. I miss it. Okay. Let me hurry up and read these for us. I'm trying not to think about the fact that it's, I mean, it could be longer to be honest, but still. Okay, so Eternal Center, 25. Sanctuary, Guru, Peace, Protection, Chaos. The affirmation is, there is an eternal and loving sanctuary within me. There is an eternal and loving sanctuary within me. Okay. Let's see what our enhancer is here. Create practices and daily routines in your life that bring you back to your center. Prayer, meditation, chanting, yoga, dancing, exercise, creating. It doesn't have to be something traditional. Ooh, it doesn't have to be something traditional. It can be something unique if it works for you. Research the philosophies, biographies, and teachers of gurus. Find out what they know, or rather, what they have remembered. That's interesting. That is interesting. As I continue to talk to myself. As usual, nothing new here, buddy. Well, now I'm curious to see the other cards. All right, the Fairy. Blessings, the Midas touch, flow, magical energy. Everything I touch turns to gold. My energy attracts magic. Everything I touch turns to gold. My energy attracts magic. Oop. Thunder flies to the rescue. All right. Close your eyes and visualize that you are in a forest. The fairy you have seen is sprinkling you with enchanted dust. It endows you with power, a magic touch, and a state of flow. Embody the energy of the fairy. Practice becoming more lighthearted and carefree, and trust that the universe has your back. You are the energy of beauty itself, which magnetizes blessings to you. I love that for us. And I just feel like the whole like aqua theme here, it's giving very water ethereal energy. 2222 on the clock beach. Okay. Connection to water, to truth, to self-expression, to emotions, to flow, to intuition. Grow together. Community, connection, reciprocation. 333. I am worthy of people who nourish me. I am worthy of people who nourish me. Agreed. I am worthy of people who nourish me. Write about the kind of friend or lover you desire to have in your life. They are out there, so call them in. Take chances. Write out 10 affirmations about how worthy you are of being treated with respect, support, and loving kindness. Invite it in. Close your eyes and place your hand on your heart. Imagine it opening and visualize a warm pink light entering you. Feel it. Oh, and be sure to love yourself the same way you expect others to love you. Well, that just hit me right in the fucking chest, okay? And I can feel it in my throat and my heart space. And I definitely want to do that exercise myself, because as somebody who is seeking community, I've literally just been saying, like, I miss having like a best friend that I used to have. My best friend is no longer with us. And anyone else that I've known in my past, for the most part, is gone. And I don't know, just be nice to have that, you know? Or like people to hang out with. I say that as a Pisces, but most of the time I don't want to hang out with anyone. But like, it'd be nice to hang out with someone every now and then to like, I don't know, just go outside, you know? I love you guys. I hope this helps. Please like, follow, share, comment if this resonated, all right? Love you.